with the other three bangers that we got for y'all tonight. So I'm gonna tell you who we got in just a second. Let me go on and set this up on my phone real quick, and then we gonna get into this game, okay?
Yeah, there's my brother. They don't get in on a couple of the questions I got.
Gotcha. Oh, Cody said he needs some insurance.
Hey.
His insurance must be in the flesh.
Alright, y'all, let's see. Y'all remember these three games, right?
You're lucky we're not doing this on TikTok, because TikTok has sound effects.
Oh boy.
We beat the Atlanta Dream.
I don't even think I have TikTok either.
We beat the Las Vegas Aces. We beat the Washington Mystiques. So we got a 2-game home stretch with Fever coming to LA the 25th. The 27th, we play a team called the Wings. And
I don't know, like 80s. And then the one day
29th, we have the Fever again. So we got a 2-game home stretch, and then we back on the road starting this road trip.
There's a bunch of people in here. I would start naming people, but I would have to start all over from the beginning.
So let's get it in.
Utah, really?
Yeah. My brother's actually in Texas.
Oh, really? What part?
Sissy Poo's here. Derek, where you live? Is it like down by Melissa? I can't remember the name of the town.
Okay. What's up, fool? How you been? I've been good. What's going on, Jacqueline _K _Dudley? Drop that 100%. Let's give me up to 50 likes.
Starting at small forward, number 2, Nathia Jackson. At shooting guard, number 6, Odyssey Sims. Starting at center, number 23, Azare Stevens.
All right, Azare.
The other guard, number 10, Kelsey Plum.
Okay, Plum.
Starting at the other forward position, number 5, Tierra Henry.
Big Fish and Brandon with the Nether Milkshake.
The head coach of your home team.
I had Happy's today. That's what I had.
Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. And on tap tonight, it's the Indiana Fever going up against the Los Angeles Sparks.
Indiana Fever. Okay. That's the name of the team we're playing against, Indiana Fever.
And the excitement of a new WNBA
We finna plug this Fever.
Well, you think, the training camp happens, preseason happens, so these teams, they're still getting up to full speed. Some are clicking, others are still fine-tuning, but it's very exciting either way.
Well, soon enough, everyone will know. Then the competition starts to get real fierce.
There are lots of things Sims does well, but at her core, she's a scorer, wants to put the ball in the
Good shot, Sam.
Mitchell outside. Clark outside. Rebound by the Sparks. Outside Plum. Right side Sims.
You got backup right there. Sims it is, baby. Sims it is.
A confidence builder for sure. When Odyssey Sims is knocking down the triple, it unleashes the rest of her offense.
Now here's Mitchell.
Man, there you
Covered
go.
by Sims. Pass to Howard. Clark outside. Shot clock at 3. Howard. Three-pointer. Hamby grabs the miss.
Good rebound.
After 12 seasons with the Sparks, Gumake decided that 2023 would be her last with the organization.
Yeah, since going first overall in 2012, Gumake, an 8-time All-Star with the Sparks, winning MVP and the WNBA title in 2016. 2 community assist awards. They'll miss her in Los Angeles. That's a legend in LA basketball history.
Now here's Mitchell. Outside Howard. Mitchell, right side. They need this. That's tipped.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts. Trying to take the lid off, and it's not always easy.
To the paint. Here's Jackson.
Good job, Jackson.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're still in the first quarter.
And it hasn't been just about their scoring, Tim. They're playing tremendous defense, too.
Well, Brian, you got to give it up for the coach as well. This game plan has been perfect.
Here's Hamby. Lays it up.
Good job, Hamby.
Just a great start here. That's 5 buckets without a miss.
One-on-one fast break. Here's Plum. She gets
Good job, Plum.
They made 1 bucket after another since getting this game started. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, Tim. I wouldn't go that far, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Jackson with the ball. And it's Howard picking her up. And the Sparks.
Good job, Jackson.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely. The defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Here's Plum.
Good job, Plum.
They're getting out in transition, coming at them fast and furious.
They've got the D gasping for breath with 7 straight fast break points.
Keep attacking them.
Now here's Mitchell. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will
We'll
change.
take that. Oh, you still got it?
Takes it out to Clark. And there's the 3-second violation. The Fever making a switch here.
Substitution for the Fever. Sophie Cunningham. Lexi Hall.
Now the Sparks with it.
Drafted back in 2018, Kelsey Mitchell has spent her entire career with Indiana.
Yeah, and the Fever have yet to make the playoffs with her on the team. It's made Kelsey really overlooked.
Good job, Steven.
She's carried their offense over the years, put up big numbers, and was an all-star in 2023.
Now here's Boston.
Pass the hole.
Pass the hole.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Back to Boston. Their offense stone cold.
Good rebound.
Another miss there. And stolen by Cunningham. Mitchell with it. Picked up by Plum. Fast break. Here come the Sparks. And the basket.
Good job, Hamby.
You can't help but really pick on their defense. They're completely in disarray.
Everything's coming much too easily. I mean, you've got to take something away.
Now here's Mitchell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Kelsey Plum with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Sparks. Sims with the bucket.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Everybody always thinks
Good
it's
job,
passing that gets you assists, but also their movement off the ball, it's created those opportunities.
Here's Magbenley. Mitchell. She's guarded by Plum. Park down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call. And the Fever making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Stevens. 5 points in the game. Here's Cannon. The three-pointer
Good job,
is on
Cannon.
target.
They started strong. Shots are just falling.
Oh, yeah, shots are falling indeed. They're off to a very strong start offensively.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pass to Boston. Cunningham.
Down low. Looking to end the drought.
Oh, you take that. Good rebound.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Stevens. Here's the three.
Good job, Stevens.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range. They're starting to heat up.
The defense is stepped slow. They've got to take away that airspace.
Offensive rebound.
Pass to Fagmenley.
Outside Cunningham.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. The Sparks on top and just dominated this one. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Well, not exactly a neck-and-neck game, but as the second quarter starts, there is plenty of time for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Sparks to be in. What do you guys think?
Really just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense through 1.
Not a lot of stalls for them on the offensive end here.
And it's been a rough few years for Indiana. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2016.
Single-digit wins in 5 of the last 7 seasons. But the good news is the Fever have loads of young talent, starting with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. They have arguably the best young core in the W.
Boneheaded play, guys. Plain and simple.
And mistakes like that are going to make it very hard for them to get out of this hole.
And that's part of the reason why they're in this hole.
Now Cannon.
Shoots it. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
And their lead gets even more enormous. They played terrific basketball at both ends.
No doubt about it. I certainly can't think of an area where they've underperformed.
And neither can I.
Now here's Boston.
No scoring hit from her, but that's likely to change.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
Yeah, this game could turn even more sour on them if those are the kinds of mistakes they're going to make.
Need better focus.
Here's Plum. Pass to Handy. Over Boston. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
Probably the most comfortable range for Handy with her jumper, this 15 or so foot area. She's very accurate from here.
Kelsey Plum with the steal.
Here's McDonald.
The lead pass was put in just the
Good
right
job,
spot
McDonald.
to produce the layup.
Where would they be without all these easy points off turnovers?
Well, one thing's for sure, it's made matters a lot easier for them offensively.
Now here's Clark.
I didn't do it. I just packed the box.
Hull with the ball.
I took it over, so I don't know.
And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets the 3-second call.
Foolish play. I mean, she's got to be thinking out there.
Which she clearly isn't at this moment. Or maybe she was thinking, just not about basketball.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Inside. Here's Stevens. She makes another.
Good job, Stevens.
That's 4 up and 4 in to start her game.
They've shown some great passing on their last
You
few
got
trips
10
down the
points.
court. You got to imagine that their coach is very happy with that.
4 straight passes leading to scores. That's just great team play.
Here's McDonald.
And she gets
Good job, McDonald.
Her going down the court. McDonald completes the break.
And Brian, one of the better all-around defenders in this league, Ari McDonald.
Well, back in college, she won Defensive Player of the Year twice in her conference. With quick feet and quick hands, she lives in the passing lanes and is always a threat to pick the ball and get the other way.
This offense, it just seems completely deflated.
While at the other end, it's one
Good job, Hamby.
This run is really getting out of hand.
And making it ugly.
The fast break has been kind to them here, and they're clicking in transition.
3 of the last 5 scores have come from fast break chances. They've made the most of their opportunities.
A steal by McDonald. Fast break, here come the Sparks.
Good, and the assist.
Sorry, McDonald.
The defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up and down.
And that can get you going. Some explosive plays in transition. They're really keying this run.
Boston, she's covered by Hamby. They get it back. Out to Howard. Pass to Hole.
I don't know why you going to put it up there.
Clark outside. Shot clock at 5. And she's going for the oop here.
Got caught.
McDonald. And a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Stevens.
Good job, Stevens.
5 shots. He remains perfect.
With the fundamentally sound skill set, Stevens is able to create offensively.
Here's Plum. Drops in.
Good job, Plum.
10 points in a row from fast breaks. Not a great trend for the D.
Their transition defense has been non-existent, and they're getting exposed. They've got to maintain better floor balance.
Please, somebody get back.
Now here's Clark. Guarded closely. Pass to Hole. Shot clock at 6. And again, unable to change momentum here. Plum with it. Launches a 3.
Good job, Plum.
This is an incredible run they're on. Offense as well as it can be played.
Every single player on their squad with the absolute magic touch, shooting lights out.
Clark outside. Poked loose. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Hamby. She's guarded by Boston. Again, the Sparks get to 2.
Guys, they've been their own worst enemy with all of these awful turnovers.
This game would look entirely different if they just didn't give the ball away so much. It's been a big storyline so far.
Now here's Clark. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. And they're on the break. Here's Plum. Laid in.
Good job, Plum.
And guys, they've allowed an embarrassing amount of points just off turnovers.
Well, you can't get back on defense with any kind of numbers after fumbling it away like that.
The offense and defense, they're connected in basketball.
There we go.
And out of bounds, the Sparks will take it. Both teams deciding to change it up.
They're warm. Yeah.
And the Sparks with possession here. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Good job,
We've
Steven.
seen them do a good job of keeping the pressure up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's why they're starting to pull away. Foot on the gas pedal, not getting conservative at all, just adding to that lead.
And put this game out of doubt.
Here's Fagenley. Here's Boston. Mitchell outside. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And stolen by Ari McDonald. Up the floor. Green. Shot's good.
Clean look at the hoop.
Okay, Brink.
McDonald recognizing the open teammate.
Poked away. Here's Boston. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. 16 Sparks on top, opening a huge gap. And we'll return shortly. Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. One of the stories here is definitely Stevens being able to get it done.
What a first half it was for her, well surpassing her average point totals up to this stage.
Yeah, she's on pace for a monster game.
Here's Mitchell. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Fast break, here come the Sparks. Sims with the bucket.
Good job, Sam.
That's now 8 of the last 10 points they've surrendered, coming on fast breaks.
Somebody wake up. They look asleep out there in transition. Not showing nearly enough urgency getting back quickly.
Pass to Fagmanley. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Stevens. That's good.
Good job, Stevens.
Great feed by Sims. With her court vision, she knows where all her teammates are.
Clark with it. Stevens covering. And stolen by Stevens. Kelsey Plum drives in. Jackson. And it's
Good job, Jackson.
Kelsey Plum.
Three-pointers are killing them, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, you know, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout.
Outside for Sims.
Good job, Sam.
Still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Well, with the career Kelsey Plum has had, it's safe to say she's lived up to the hype.
Let it go.
Multiple-time
Let it
All-Star,
go.
League MVP, 2 titles. Yeah, I'd say she has. Clearly one of the most complete and popular players in the league.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Fagmanley. Five to shoot. Clark with it. Stolen by Plum. Now here's Stevens. He's got 16. Sims.
Good job, Sam.
Right in. Perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
5 straight now. Coming out of halftime, rolling.
They get a hand on it. Here's Mitchell. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Now the Sparks moving it up. Odyssey Sims, she's open again.
Good job, Sam.
It's almost like Odyssey Sims has a 6th sense for steals, but she wasn't satisfied as she gets to score as well.
The fader. And it's
Oh,
off the back of the rim. No good.
Let's go, y'all.
Erica Hamby on the wing. And the Sparks on another play.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown today.
Now here's Stevens to the inside. Plum. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
They're not rotating quickly enough on defense down low.
They've got to provide more resistance inside.
Clark outside. Here we go, all alone. Here's Plum. Drains the
Good job, Plum.
She's the main reason they have the lead right now. She's been perfect from the field. She has not missed one, literally perfect.
Now here's Clark. Kelsey Plum drives in. And the basket.
Good job, Hamby.
One of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
And here's Clark. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Mitchell. To stop the run. Kicks it out to Clark. Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Boston. And there's a shot clock violation. Couldn't get it off in time.
And I'll let you two take out your crystal balls here. What do you think is the next step for this league?
I just think everything gets bigger. We're talking ratings, attendance, interest. We're just now scratching the surface.
Absolutely. We've seen massive growth in the last few years, and to me, the WNBA, this is not where it ends up. They're just getting started. It's going to continue.
All right, Stevens, good job.
Their prowess inside has just been tremendous, guys. It's been no contest on the low block.
And really, Brian, until the defense puts up at least some resistance, they ought to just keep pounding them down low.
Knocked loose and stolen by Clarendon. Cannon. Over Howard. Again, the spark's good for two.
This is a nice
Good job, Cannon.
they've got going on right now.
Yeah, and it's a great time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half.
Absolutely. Build some distance. Try to get things going.
Now here's Clark. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Clarendon, that's good.
Good job,
When it
Clarendon.
comes to the transition game, they are just miles ahead. Big difference maker for them in this one.
Fast break offense is high percentage, and in this game, you always look for easy buckets.
Up ahead, pulls up, and the Sparks.
Good job, Clarendon.
Right there.
Running it down their throats. 3 straight buckets in transition.
Yeah, they're paying the price for their lackluster defense. That's inexcusable, pathetic, awful. Am I missing out on anything?
I think you got it all.
Now here's Clark. Mitchell outside. Back to Clark. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Clarendon. Good work there.
Good job, Clarendon.
Man, this offense has been running. I don't know about you, but give me a bottle of water or something. I'm getting tired just watching.
Here, have a sip of mine. But yeah, 4 of their last 5 made baskets coming in transition. It's unbelievable right now.
Plum shoots the 3.
Good job, Plum.
It's been all one-way traffic here. They've really been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get.
It just keeps increasing.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Sparks on top, running away with this one. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And we're getting underway in the fourth quarter. That scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things can change. Here's McDonald. Now Burrell. Russell. He's guarded by Dantas.
Good job, Russell.
No time on that one.
Good job.
Mid-range jumper is a great thing to have.
Well, y'all got to get out there and do what y'all do. Y'all playing real good.
You know, some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight.
2 on none, no one back to stop it. Here's Burrell. That's good. And
Good job, Burrell.
You just knew she was going to win that race.
Boy, gotta love that early offense. Super job on the break.
Here's Wallace. Down by the Sparks.
You take that.
Russell with it. Pass to Burrell. The 17-footer.
Good job, Burrell.
Another bucket right there.
And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total sync since the break. Good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustments at the half.
Knocked away. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Here's McDonald. Another one.
Good job, McDonald.
Well, it has to be said, their transition D has just been awful.
Yeah, fast break points left and right. I mean, at some point, you've got to make that commitment to sprint back and slow them down.
Here's Colson. Clarendon covering.
Clock at 6. And there's the call on McDonald. That is her first foul of the game.
And you look at the ratings for women's basketball in general, and man, they're exploding.
Well, of course, Caitlin Clark and her team in college shattering records back in her college days. I think we'll continue to see that happen in the W.
Well, the 2024 draft was by far the most watched of all time. So, yeah, it's an exciting time in the league.
Pass to Colson. 5 on the clock. Can they get it?
Offensive rebound.
Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. To the middle. Shot's good.
Good job, Candy.
Shaky defense down low again. It's just been a mismatch in the pace.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like this inside.
Now Dantas, guarded by Russell. Pass to Wallace.
And here's Colson.
Now here's Turner.
Inside. Dantas. Here's Colson. The second chance effort.
Y'all still can't make a house shot.
Ball's knocked loose.
Let it go.
It's out of bounds to the feet. As Indiana retains possession.
Substitution.
Indiana beat.
Sophie Cunningham.
And here's Indiana.
Looking to get on the board here in the 4th still.
There's another opportunity. I mean, everything is going right for them.
But she's like, I don't know what to tell her.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tipped away and stolen by Clarendon. Pass to Russell.
I got you right there.
That's good.
Good job, Russell.
Clarendon with the assist.
We're seeing some good ball movement out of them.
Definitely.
They trying to do some trick plays, and it seemed to be working.
Knocks it loose. Out of bounds.
There it goes.
Sparks ball. And the Sparks making a change here.
Break.
And what did he just get?
Deidre Lawrence 35. What's up with you? Thanks for the 100%.
Extending their lead.
Brink.
Soft touch off the
Good
glass.
job, Brent.
Well, there's hot guys, and there's really hot. They can't miss.
Sometimes an individual will go on a shooting tear like this, but a whole team?
This is special, Brian.
Here's Colson.
Clarendon covering.
Tipped away. Pass to Colson. The shot that time not on target. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assist.
When everybody's involved offensively,
Good job, Clarendon.
defensively too. And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not
Yeah, that was
enough.
Clarendon.
Love to see that.
Now here's Turner. And a trend over the last few years, Brian. Less players are going overseas to play during the offseason.
And that's great for the WNBA. Increased salaries have helped big time.
And with more players staying in the United States during the offseason, you don't see as many season-ending injuries that happen
Good job,
in the
Cannon.
offseason away from W.
Way to stay open.
And was able to still pick up the pass and get the assist.
Here's Colson.
Clarendon covering.
Pass break. Here come the Sparks. Lays it in off the
Good
break.
job, Clarendon.
No question, they're winning the speed game, guys.
There really has been a great flow to their open court offense. It's been humming.
And it's been working.
Down low.
Let it
Out of
go.
bounds with Sparks.
Let it go.
Where was she going with that pass? I have no clue. That's awful. That's just giving it away.
I didn't know how to do it till the first video that we did either, so don't worry. That's why I have it on my laptop.
And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Here's Cannon. She's covered by Cunningham.
Hamby.
Good job, Henry.
Well, it wasn't already out of reach. It is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
Poked loose. Turner. She's covered by Hamby.
Babe, did you check?
Here's Colson. 6 to shoot. Here we go, one-on-one. Clarendon.
Good job, Clarendon.
And here is Mitchell. Pass to Turner.
It's working. You just got to charge.
It is charging.
And so it's the Sparks taking care of business.
We'd like to thank the Indiana Fever for coming to LA.
Every minute.
And sorry we got to beat you on 121 to 0.
Being here at home helps, but execution anywhere was terrific.
So that's going to do it for
See
this
you
one,
next time.
folks.
Go around. They did all kinds of trick plays and everything else. Miss Patricia, what's up? Drop that 100%. How you been?
What's going on, everybody?
Okay, who we got next? We got to play the Wings. Whoever the Wings is. That's what's up, man. How your husband doing? Oh, Dallas Wings. Okay. Dallas Wings better go back home on them wings. Hope they can play. I gotta go get this what's called. I'll be back up. Chilling with friends on the WhatsApp app. That's what's up.
Yes, I had to ask her earlier. I'm not even gonna lie. I had to ask her earlier. Oh, absolutely. You know anything?
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. And tonight it'll be the Dallas Wings going up against the Los Angeles Sparks. This is Blake Siga alongside Tim Schwartz and Ryan Benefiteni. We're excited for...
I'll be right back, y'all.
On Monday.
This Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It
know, with the length of the WNBA season, it can really fly by in a hurry.
Just when you think you're starting to get settled in, you've already played a decent chunk of the year.
And that makes each game count that much more. There's
Good job,
little
Steven.
room for error during the regular season.
Now here's a Gumbawale. Knocks it loose. Odyssey Sims with the steal. Up ahead. Stevens with it. Picked up by a
Good job, Steven. I've been good, Miss Patricia. You know, I got married about a week ago.
Here's Harris.
So I done made my lady my wife.
Pass to McCowan. Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Kelsey Plum with the steal. Now the Sparks moving it up. Drops in. The
Good job, Plum.
Can't lose sight of Plum in transition. She loves to shake free and score in these situations.
Here's the Wings with the ball. 6-point game. Tipped away. Here's Sims.
Good job, Sam.
They've been a hotter team in the first half so far, guys.
Well, they've been grinding, working for those high percentage shots, and it's been paying off for them.
Now let's see if this success continues to go as we get longer into this game.
Now here's a Gumbawale. With the wing on the left.
Good steal.
Fast break, here they come. Jackson, covered by Hines Allen. Jackson.
Good job, Jackson.
A big part of this run here has been their ability to hit from mid-range.
And some might shy away from that mid-range jumper, but they've made the most of it.
And the exciting Rickea Jackson taken 4th overall in the 2024
Jump ball.
Well, she's got a reputation in college that she earned as an electric scorer. About 18 points per game, which is a huge number in college over her career. Jackson can get buckets from all 3 levels, and it's 6'2". Her length is kind of a matchup problem for a lot of guards.
Pass to Jackson. There's the triple. That drop.
Good job, Jackson.
Everything's going according to plan for them offensively so far. Coaching staff has got to be impressed.
And I'm impressed. I mean, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. They're scoring with confidence.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
Dallas with the ball. Ball's knocked loose. Not watching the line there, and that'll be a backcourt violation.
And their struggles continue. Turnovers being a big culprit.
But that's 5 already. A little too casual here to start the game.
Here's Sims. Hamby right side. Takes the 13-footer.
Good job, Hamby.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Now here's a Gumbawale. Pass to Harris. Shot clock at 6. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And it's the Sparks ball. Hamby with the ball, covered by Smith. To the paint, here's Stevens. Again,
Good job, Stevens.
They're really struggling defensively. Too many easy buckets. I mean, what was the coach's game plan?
Who knows? And that's a really embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Pass to Gumbawale. They get a hand on it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get it off in time.
Into the wings. Seagram.
Big say no.
Now here's Sims. Started now by Gumbawale.
Good job, Hamby.
They couldn't have dreamed a much better start they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
Now here's Smith. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. And here's Plum. Pass to Sims. Back to Plum. Jackson. This one for three. The three-pointer is
Good job, Jackson.
And it's pretty hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the stats monitor, it's a stark discrepancy. When you look at the assist column, and you see that difference as far as fluidity.
Good job, Plum.
Offenses too. What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're still in the first quarter.
And it hasn't been just about their scoring, Tim. They're playing tremendous defense, too.
Well, Brian, you got to give it up for the coach as well. This game plan has been perfect.
Pass to Jackson. From the arc. That drops.
Good job, Jackson.
She's finding all kinds of ways to get it going right now. What a quarter she's having.
Stolen by Plum. Here's the break. Sims.
Good job, Sam.
They're getting out in transition, coming at them fast and furious.
They've got the D gasping for breath with 7 straight fast break points.
Keep attacking them.
Got a piece of it. Kelsey Plum with a steal. Sims with the bucket.
All right, Sims, good job.
Flying up and down the court. 9 straight in transition.
They're running them out of the gym. The defense looks ready for a water break. And really, so am I.
Stolen by Sims. Up and in.
Good job, Sam.
3 straight buckets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
There's no excuse for giving up easy, fast break buckets like that. They've got to be better.
Now here's McCowan.
He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Outside Sims. A good finish at the
Good job, Sims.
quick feed.
Chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Sparks ahead, just dominating this one. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic through the first as the second quarter gets underway. And quite a position here for the Sparks to be in. What do you guys think?
I like what we're seeing for them right at the basket. Tons of points down there in the paint.
They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting in the paint.
Now, Gumbawale. Second shot opportunity. Jackson pulls it in. Now here's Stevens. Down low. Here's McDonald. And it's
Good job, McDonald.
On the play goes Kelsey Plum.
Elite when it comes to leaping. McDonald can more than handle herself down low.
Broke loose and stolen by Ari McDonald. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Again, the Sparks.
Good job, McDonald.
Man, this offense has been running. I don't know about you, but give me a bottle of water or something. I'm getting tired just watching.
Here, have a sip of mine. But yeah, 4 of the last 5 made
Okay, Plum, I see you.
transition.
Good job. Good job.
With that basket, that's now 8 of the last 10 points they've surrendered, coming on fast breaks.
Somebody wake up. They look asleep out there in transition. Not showing nearly enough urgency getting back quickly.
Jackson with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Sparks. Oh, yes.
Good job, Jackson.
5 down for her so far.
Well, they're just
Good one. Way to go. Y'all learning.
Bon appetit, right? I mean, look, that's defense leading to offense. And we've said this before, it's just been amazing passes for them.
And he agrees. The second answer, 7 years. Yep, zero B8.
They're going to
Oh,
turn it
shit,
over.
that was my
They
fault.
didn't get it inbounds in time.
After 12. All right, come on.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Harris. That one's off.
Let's take that.
Still out of sync.
Let's go, y'all. All right, they trying to get you.
Outside Stevens. Over McCowan.
Oh, kiss the glass. Good job, Steven.
Really high. They can't miss.
Sometimes an individual will go on a shooting tear like this, but a whole team.
This is special, Brian.
Out of bounds.
Let it go, baby.
Sparks ball.
Going back.
Like the 3rd of October, I think. Something like that.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Cannon covered by Hines.
Okay, Cannon. All right, Cannon. Good job. Good job. Way to get out there and get open. They don't know how to defend.
Just another incredible assist from the highlight reel, and the reel is getting quite long.
Smith outside. That's tipped. Astor Gumbawale.
Yeah. There you go. That's how you do it.
Smith.
Yeah. Good one. Good steer.
Nothing right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible.
Okay, Cannon. There you go.
Stop this
Way to
run
do it.
somehow, or
Way to get to the
really
hole.
getting it out of hand.
And they're struggling to keep up.
We'll see if they can turn things around on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Healthy Plum
Oh,
with the
good
steal.
steal, baby. Good steal. Oh.
And down it goes. 2 points.
All right, Plum. Good job.
Over at one end and bang, a bucket at the other. There have been a few of those quick turnarounds today, and it's hurting them.
And you really can't play good team defense when you're scrambling after a miscue.
Cannon.
Another
Woo.
three.
Okay, Cannon. I see you.
Nice speed by McDonald, a new school, 4 first guard. She does have great passing skills, though.
Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Dallas.
Let it go, girl. Let it go. Cannon, stop.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. To the wing, right side. 6 on the shot clock.
Come on, girl. You sit up there holding the clock. Thank you.
And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Pulls it. Another one. Falls
Good
to the
job,
Sparks.
Plum.
And another miscue leads to points. I don't know how else to say it. Take care of the basketball.
Yeah, squeeze the orange, get the pulp out, do whatever it takes. And it's hard to recover defensively when you turn the ball over. There's no time to react.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
So it's Dallas now. Astor Gumbawale. Off the mark.
Oh, we'll take that. Good rebound.
And this Dallas franchise once represented the city of Detroit, and that's where they won 3.
All right, Brent.
Yeah, joining the league in year 2, 1998, they enjoyed lots of success in the Motor City. But then they moved to Tulsa in 2011, and then to their current home of Dallas in 2016.
And stolen by Ari McDonald.
Good job, McDonald.
After going scoreless in the first, she's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Now here's Herbert Harrigan. She's guarded by Plum. All by herself.
Brink.
Over Holmes. Again, the Sparks quick for 2.
Wasting no time in transition. They've
Okay,
really
Brian.
been pushing the pace.
And when the defense doesn't have time to set up, it makes scoring so much easier.
Now here's a Gumbawale. Tight defense
Where
on
you
her.
going?
Pass to McCowan. Knocked away. And stolen by Stevens. Now the Sparks moving it up. Plum from outside.
Good job, Plum.
For the Sparks.
She's the main reason they have the lead right now. She's been perfect from the field. She has not missed one. Literally perfect.
Pass to Holmes. Hines Allen. Here's a Gumbawale. Guarded by McDonald. A steal by McDonald.
Let's go.
Outside Brink. Kelsey Plum from outside.
Good job, Plum.
Brink getting done.
Scoring well here at the midway point and starting to put some distance between them.
Yeah, they're padding that lead bit by bit, and offensively, they just continue to roll, Tim.
Absolutely, Brian. Have to continue playing with this intensity.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Sparks on top, running away with this one. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Sunday night Eve. 10 o'clock. Kids in the back hitting all kind of trick shots, trick passes, and
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final two quarters. Plum has been sensational.
She had the magic touch in terms of setting up her teammates. Just a pile of assists for her.
Which isn't a very common occurrence for her. You know, typically she's more of a finisher, but that's just not the case in this one.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first two quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. Now here's a Gumbawale. He's covered by Sims. Outside, Hines Allen. Clock at 6. Odyssey Sims
good
with the
steal, baby.
Now the
Good
Sparks
steal.
moving it up. Oh, yes, he did.
Good, Sam. Good.
Just an embarrassing effort getting back on defense here, fellas.
You know, it's costing them. Fast break baskets, accounting for 7 of the last 10 they've allowed.
And stolen by Sims. 6 first.
Good job, Sam.
To miss from the field.
Good job.
This jogging back on defense has cost them a number of times here.
You can forgive a few transition points here and there, but not like this. They need to hustle back after every possession.
Poked away. Kelsey Plum drives in. Here's Jackson.
Good job, Jackson. Good job.
Solid work right there. There's a big difference in field goal percentages of these teams in the second half.
And that difference has come about because we've got one team moving sharply, getting good shots, and the other just a little bit stagnant. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, one coach did his job at halftime. The other, not so much.
Smith. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. They grab their own miss. And there's the 3-second
Yeah, 3 seconds. Get to
Plain and simple.
And mistakes like that are going to make it very hard for them to get out of this hole.
And that's part of the reason why they're in this hole.
And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
In a league of tall players,
Good job, Hamby.
Sierra McCowan still stands out.
And it's not just about her height. It's about how she used it. Entering the 2024 season, McCowan has the best career rebounding percentage in league history.
What's up, mama?
Well-timed pass.
You wanted to be out there with you?
Bucket for the layup.
moving it around. 8 of the last 10 points coming off assists.
Nothing makes a display of pure, selfless teamwork.
Absolutely.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Turn on the kitchen light. It's on the table. It's all right there together. Okay, I'll plug it up. Just going out there with Mama.
Dallas with the ball. Now here's Agumbawale.
You see it?
Sims. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Harris. Looking to end the drought. They get it again.
Oh, they're standing out.
McCallum, no good.
Another start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
From outside. Another 3.
Monica, you have to leave that target.
Put up, it's falling in, and next score keeps climbing.
And that is one demoralized set of defenders out there.
Harris with it. No scoring yet from her.
Why did you close the door?
Now the Sparks moving it up. Here's Plum. Soft touch.
Good job, Plum. Hold on, y'all. Time out. I'll be right back.
I got this off the cast scheduled to follow up with the bucket on Monday.
Why you close the door?
What's going on? What's going on?
No cargo vans or box trucks, just the semis.
You know what, Jess? You should just go to sell your own car insurance. You already got customers lined up right here.
Right.
Yes, Steve. Yes. Yes. I'll mention random things in the video. And I'll throw different ways to go.
Me for one.
So you got both of them jobs down for Monday?
Getting out of transition has been a big part of this run up now, and I expect that trend to continue.
And that's the best way to pile up points in a hurry. Just run and get your baskets before the defense can even get set.
Sims with it. Picked up by Agumbawale.
Yeah.
They're turning the game.
Good job, Jackson.
Sprinting out for easy, fast break baskets. Just way too easy.
Yeah, it is too easy. Go on a nice run here. And defensively, you have to force them to operate in the half court. This won't get it done.
Stolen by Plum. Now the Sparks moving it up. Ball going up court. Jackson.
Good job,
We're
Jackson.
seeing them turn up the tempo now.
Yeah, looking to push the break at every opportunity. 6 straight points in transition.
Poke loose. Odyssey Sims with the steal.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Good job, Sam.
Perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And suddenly, they're overflowing with confidence at the offensive end, getting everything to drop.
They're getting everything to drop, and at an ideal time. They're poised for a terrific crunch time run in this game.
Kelsey Plum with the steal. Lays it in.
Good job, Plum.
5 straight buckets conceded in the transition game.
Yeah, and look, it all starts with court balance. Typically, the guards have to be alert and ready to prevent runouts.
Outside Sims. Hamby for 3.
Good job, Hamby.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They just aren't missing.
Odyssey Sims with the steal. Outside Plum. The lead pass was
Good
put
job,
in just
Plum.
the right spot to produce the layup.
Well, you gotta like her shot selection today. She set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now here's Harris. Defense is right there. McCallum, she's guarded by Stevens. shot to stop the run. McCowan, no good.
Well, this is a day that she would like to forget. Just hasn't had the energy to get it done out there. Still without a point.
Sims with the bucket.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Odyssey Sims with the steal. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Yes, once again.
Good job, Steven.
6 attempts, 6 makes.
Bravo, they're pushing the tempo to good effect.
Yeah, they have the edge in fast break points. Those quick buckets so often are just easy money.
And the whistle blows on a backboard violation. Went over and back.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
Yeah, this game could turn even more sour on them if those are the kinds of mistakes they're going to make.
You need better focus.
1 second left.
Yeah.
Impeccable timing and unbelievable touch.
Well, those are the ingredients you need for some buzzer-beating magic.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Sparks on top, running away with it. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter.
Well, I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
And with the accuracy to go along with that vision, she put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That is how you orchestrate.
She knows she's going to be watching and rolling them eyes.
Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here. Sims, defended by Lopez Seneschal. Here's Cannon. Yes.
Cannon it is.
Odyssey Sims to set it up.
They are wreaking havoc on them with the three-point shot today.
The defense unable to stop them even when they've gotten a hand up. It hasn't seemed to matter.
Now here's Charles. Clarendon covering.
They get a hand on it. Odyssey Sims with the steal. 9 for 9.
Good job, Sam.
Definitely accurate, like she can't miss.
Another fast break bucket. That's been their not-so-secret weapon.
Boy, and the defense consistently a step slow in transition. At some point, they've got to make the adjustment.
There you go.
And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Wings able to keep the ball here. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. 6 to shoot. Here's Charles. It's hauled in by Cannon. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively,
Good job, McDonald.
defensively too. Well, this time it's McDonald getting set up, knocking down the J off the first pass.
Pass to Kuia. Outside, Herbert Harrigan.
And one thing we can all agree on, we are fired up for the WNBA to come to the Bay Area in 2025.
100%. I mean, I grew up in the Bay Area. It's something I've always wanted, a WNBA team here in the Bay. Everybody has always wanted that.
And it's going to be a party at Chase Center.
Good job, Hamby.
Get to action, and I know I'll be there opening day.
You can see just how solid Hamby's mechanics are. Picks the shot she likes and sends it right in.
A steal by McDonald. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Another turnover, getting into another bucket.
And they've really made the most of all the chances they've had from these turnovers. It's driving their offense right now.
Defense leading the offense.
Unhindered going all the way. Lays it in.
Good job, McDonald.
This is an incredible run they're on. Offense as well as it can be played.
Every single player on their squad with the absolute magic touch. Shooting lights out.
And that's going to be over and back. Wasn't watching near the line that time.
She's lost her way a little bit here in the second half. I mean, she was turnover free before the break, but that is simply not the case anymore.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Russell. Over Holmes. Russell.
Good job, Russell.
Well, the jump shot, it's been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep on pulling up and just watching them go down.
And that opens up your offense.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Clarendon.
And here's Cannon.
Launches it. Another.
Good job, Cannon.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
From deep.
Good job, Cannon.
They are dialed in from three-point land here in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's just putting it mildly, Tim. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on their opponents with the triple.
And there's no better time, Brian, to hit threes than in the fourth quarter.
Substitution on the court.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in this fourth quarter. Holmes to stop the drought.
It's hauled in by Cannon.
Man, they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow.
Here's Jackson.
Good job, Jackson.
Deadly accurate. Like she can't miss.
She's had such a steady hand. Yeah, I think watching this game, she's the one responsible for getting them this lead late.
Yeah, her shooting percentage is unreal right now. Just so dependable here today.
Good job, Jackson.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Pass to Harris.
And the league is expanding for the 2025 season. Very exciting. What do you guys think is the best part about it?
Well, for me, it's the extra roster spots. There are so many talented players in women's basketball right now. And the W, it's really needed more space and more spots.
Good job, McDonald.
For a while now.
Oh, I agree. I mean, when you look at the last cut lists back in May, right before the season, there are some serious hoopers on them.
Now here's Harris. Guarded closely. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Clarendon. Drops in the breakaway.
Good job, Clarendon.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
Here's Dallas now. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth.
Pass to Herbert Harrigan. Kuia. Agunbowale. Guarded by McDonald.
Shot clock at 5. To halt the run. Misses off the left iron.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there. Took advantage of some shoddy D there. They got to
good shot,
get a
McDonald.
finger on her.
Pass to Kuia. Herbert Harrigan with it.
To the middle. The steal.
Here's McDonald.
Good job, McDonald.
she had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick up the pass and get the assist.
And so it's the Sparks taking care of business in this one. The outcome of this one was never in doubt.
They were really putting out
Sorry,
a great
Dallas
effort. It felt
Wing.
like once they had a significant lead,
We'd like to thank y'all for coming to play the Hoop, but we have to beat y'all 139-0. See y'all next time go around. All right, LA Sparks going to Indiana to plug that fever again.
I gotta go get them door panels too. I gotta find them door panels first. I can't see nothing through the plastic, sir. How we gonna see something through the plastic? Is you cool? You straight? You crazy? What about the dashboard?
That's small forward. Number 8, Sophie Cunningham. The other forward, number 6, Natasha Howard. Starting at center, number 7, Arita Boston.
Okay.
At shooting guard, number 0, Kelsey Mitchell. Starting at the other guard, number 22, Caitlin Clark. The head coach of your home team, once again, your Indiana starters.
Christy side.
Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports.
And tonight we've got the Los Angeles Sparks playing against the Indiana Fever.
Here in the hoops heartland of Indiana, I'm Blake Siniga. Joining me are Brian Banfitani and Tim Schwartz. Thanks for tuning in. We've got a small portion of the season behind us, and the league's hierarchy is starting to come into focus.
It's still early, though, so for the teams that are struggling, you still have time to get in gear.
Yeah, but they don't have a lot of time, Brian. I mean, the season is short, and the pressure ramps up every week that goes by when you're not winning games.
And a basket by
Good job, man.
You can't give Hamby, open lanes to the basket. That's just asking to be burned.
Maybe having some cold
Pass to
court.
Mitchell.
Boston right side.
Oh,
Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Mitchell.
y'all still can't find no. Y'all can't build your foundation.
No luck. They
Take that.
battled on the glass, but just couldn't knock it down.
3 misses to open the game. Their offense is trying to get it going.
Drains the three-pointer.
An impact perimeter player.
Good job,
She
Sam.
uses a mature feel for the game to score points.
Outside Plum. The three. Another
Good job, Plum.
Nice job again that time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Yeah, you're right, Tim. It's something that any basketball fan will appreciate. It's just good, steady basketball they're playing in all aspects of the game right now.
Tipped away. Shot clock at 5. Clark, right side. He's over Plum. The Fever rebound. Can they get it? Not gonna fall. Starting off slow, she misses her first 3 from the floor. Outside Sims.
Sims again.
Another 3 for the Sparks.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the three-pointers they're allowing.
I don't know. I mean, there might be more defense in warm-ups. They need to close down on these threes.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Fever will retain possession.
I gotta finish up these boxes so I could get this game out the way.
Now here's Clark. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Plum. And she's all alone. Drops in.
Good job, Plum.
Pretty impressive. 5 straight makes to start this game.
First quarter ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
You know, when we talk about players who just get better during the offseason, put in the work, Kelsey Plum has got to be high on that list.
Yeah, she was the first overall pick back in 2017, and she struggled her first few years. She shoot a great percentage, but Plum's really improved on her game.
Good job, Andy.
Top 5 in most improved players 3 different times, and now one of the best scoring guards in the W.
Now here's Mitchell. Outside Howard. Back to Mitchell. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And with the chance to keep this run going.
They're operating very efficiently at the moment.
Look unstoppable. Good on the triple.
It seems
Good
that
job,
every
Hamby.
pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Now here's Mitchell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Howard with the ball. Picked up by Plum.
Boston right side.
Poked loose. And it's out of bounds to the feet. As Indiana retains possession.
Into the lineup for Indiana, Sydney Colson.
Indiana with the ball. Searching for their first points of the game. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Here's Stevens. Terrific
Good job,
assist
Stevens.
and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown tonight.
Good job,
The
Sam.
story here in the early stages is how well they've been shooting the ball.
An outstanding percentage. Look, this is how you want to start a ball game, am I right?
Yeah, it just sets a tone.
Here's Plum. And she
Good job,
lays it
Plum.
straight in.
And the transition D right now, well, it's basically non-existent.
Well, 3 straight fast break buckets. D has been sleepwalking.
Wake up.
And after going first overall in the 2023 draft, Aaliyah Boston went on to win Rookie
Good
of the
job,
Year.
Plum.
Led the league in shooting percentage, top 10 in rebounding and blocks. I mean, what more could you ask from a rookie big? Boston, an immediate impact made in setting the foundation in Indiana.
Here's Colson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Smooth sailing for the Sparks.
Jackson outside.
Good. And
Good job, Jackson.
The assist.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they keep allowing easy looks inside.
Now here's Mitchell. And stolen by Sims. Lays it in off the
All right,
breakaway.
Sam.
With that basket, that's now 8 of the last 10 points they've surrendered, coming on fast breaks.
Somebody wake up. They look asleep out there in transition. Not showing nearly enough urgency getting back quickly.
Here's Plum. Oh, yes.
Good job, Plum.
5 up, 5 down for her so far.
Man, this offense has been running. I don't know about you, but give me a bottle of water or something. I'm getting tired just watching.
Here, have a sip of mine. But yeah, 4 of their last 5 made baskets coming in transition. It's unbelievable right now.
Poked away.
Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in slow.
We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. Sparks ahead, delivering the blowout. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter. And quite a position here for the Sparks to be in. What do you guys think?
Nice start to the game for them, tallying a few steals through one.
They've been aggressive on defense, and it's paid off, so I'm going to expect them to keep it up.
So it's the Sparks now. Out to the wing. Here's Stevens. And that
Good job, Stevens.
is by Erica Hammer.
They are putting the hammer down. Just a huge lead for them.
And it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense, because it has all been working for them.
Yeah, to build this lead, you have to do both.
Now here's Hull. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Fever will retain possession.
Emma Cannon.
That's tipped and stolen by Ari McDonald. Pushing it up. Here's Hamby. That's her 4th basket.
Good job, Hamby.
She's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Oh, they're really pushing it now. It's like they're showing off.
And 3 of the last 5 makes coming in transition.
Now here's Clark. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Outside Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Clark. Right on it. And they turn it over. 24-second buzzer signaling the shot clock violation. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute of play. To the inside and stolen by Boston.
Oh, nope. Okay.
Here's Clark. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Clark. Nothing that time. She's 0 for 2.
Well, this is why you need good defenders inside contesting shots.
Yeah, making every
Good
shot.
job, Stevens.
Shot, even in tight. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist, and it's always good when you can score points by getting teammates involved.
Yeah, that's just great ball movement.
And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. That's good, and it's Harry McDonald with the assist.
Good job, Plum.
Guys, and they're really hot. They can't miss.
Sometimes an individual will go on a shooting tear like this, but a whole team?
This is special, Brian.
Here's McDonald. Drops in the breakaway.
Good job, McDonald.
This is a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on defense.
You can't fall asleep with a transition game. Everybody needs to make it back to stop these fast break chances.
Now here's Clark. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Boston. And stolen by Azure Stevens. Fast break, here come the Sparks. Back to Plum. Nails the baby.
Good job, Plum.
It's obvious that Plum has found her rhythm tonight. Nice to see her making a big impact on that end.
Knocked loose. Fast break. Here we go. Here's McDonald. Again.
McDonald, good job.
Getting out in transition has been a big part of this run they're on now, and I expect that trend to continue.
And that's the best way to pile up points in a hurry. Just run and get your baskets before the defense can even get set.
Hamby with the ball, and Clark picks her up defensively. It's the Erica Hamby with the drive.
Good job, Hamby. What?
Yes, she did. 5 up.
Got you
5
what?
down for her so far.
This has been a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring from the paint.
You know, really, that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to drop shots in.
Right side, Stevens. Over Boston. Another
Good
one
job,
for the
Stevens.
Sparks.
We've seen them cause a lot of trouble with their defense, and it's paying dividends for them on offense.
Good defense leads to easy offense, and no question, that's the case right now.
Yeah.
Good job, Steve.
Bucket down low. They've been the aggressors taking the ball inside and attacking that rim, Brian.
That's right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other.
Now here's Clark. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Plum. That's good.
Good job, Plum.
Harry McDonald with the assist.
Well, they're just feasting off of these turnovers. No question about it.
Bon appetit, right? I mean, look, that's defense leading to offense, and we've said this before. It's just been a major catalyst for them.
Here's Hole. Pass to Clark. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Stevens.
Good job, Stevens.
She's created some good opportunities for herself and made the most of them.
Now here's Clark, guarded by McDonald. Here's Hole. Back to Clark. Just 5 to shoot. They
Sitting up there holding it.
misses from close range.
This offense, it just seems completely deflated.
While at the other end, it's one bucket after another. This run is really
Good job, Hamby.
Making it ugly.
an excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of the last 10 points have been assisted on.
Some great passing. They keep on finding the open teammate. Good ball movement.
Howard. Left side Boston. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
He's not doing them any favors, making no kind of error.
Especially now with every possession being a critical one for them at this point.
Just the worst time for it to happen.
Smooth sailing for the Sparks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And that one dropped.
And 10 of the last 12 points now have come off an assist.
They're just moving the ball well, getting everybody involved.
Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Soft touch off the
Good
glass.
job, McDonald.
Trying to pull away here. They're putting some points up.
Yeah, this one's threatening to get out of hand pretty soon.
And through one half, and it hasn't even been close. Sparks ahead, just dominating this one. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit.
No, that's get down on boxes, man.
Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. Plum has been sensational.
I know we've said it about 1 million times already, but I'll say it again. She's had a great half, scored a lot of points.
And in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half she had. She could usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going in what has been a runaway of a game so far. Pass to Hamby. Using the post moves to get the 2
Good
points.
job, Hamby.
Tonight is all about De'Erica Hamby scoring at will. They can't stop her.
Mitchell outside.
Could have took it to the hole. Now you could have. You sitting up here playing around.
Rebound by the
Take that.
Sparks.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy, because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
3-pointer Kelsey Plum. And the
Good job, Plum.
another 3.
Well, at the arc, Plum can be lights out. She's got really great accuracy.
Sims with it. Now Mitchell defending. And the shot
Good
goes
job,
down.
Jackson.
And another miscue leads to points. I don't know how else to say it. Take care of the basketball.
Yeah, squeeze the orange, get the pulp out, do whatever it takes. And it's hard to recover defensively when you turn the ball over. There's no time to react.
And there it
Good
is.
job, Plum.
This is a nice third quarter surge they've got going on right now.
Yeah, and it's a great time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half.
Absolutely. Build some distance. Try to get things going.
Pass to Howard.
Cunningham.
Clock at 6. Clark outside. To hold the run. Offensive rebound. Right side, Howard.
Cunningham.
And there's a shot clock violation. Couldn't get it off in time.
Goes to Los Angeles.
And the Fever making a change here.
Indiana Fever. Damaris Dantas.
Tamaris Dumptis.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Jackson outside. Pass to Stevens. Over Boston. Again.
Good job, Stevens.
Good for 2.
And a blazing start to the second half. They've hit all 5 shots.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Plum. Fast break. Here come the Sparks. Lets it fly. Again.
Good job,
Sparks
Sam.
Good for 2.
Another good pass. Impressive offensive execution from them.
Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance. 4 straight field goals made off an assist.
Now here's Clark. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Howard misses.
Boy, coming out of halftime slow, 0 for 3.
Right side Plum. And that comes
Good
off
job,
the assist
Plum.
by De'Erica Hamby.
And they're really keeping that ball hopping around.
Yeah, hip hopping around if you ask me. Look, their last 5 trips have all ended with a great pass leading to a hoop. They are really sharing the basketball.
Dantas.
Could have put it up there.
And out of bounds, the Sparks will take it.
You could have put it up there. I don't know why y'all be sitting there trying to hold the ball.
Sydney Colson.
Sydney Colson.
Now here's Plum. She's tightly guarded. And the
Good job,
basket by
Hamby.
Their crisp passing has opened things up offensively.
Yeah, it makes the game easy. 10 straight points off of an assist. That's impressive.
Here's Colson. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone now. 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
Well, she's really losing her confidence out there. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's 0 field goals
Good
made.
job, Plum.
Defense in the transition game has been a big problem for them here.
Look at the points they're giving up in transition. It spells out trouble. Trouble. Did I spell it right?
He spelled it out.
Here's Colson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Up ahead. Here's Sims, and it's good.
Good job,
Assisting on the
Sims.
play was Kelsey Plum.
Letting the game come to her naturally. When Sims does this, she's capable of dominating the defense.
They get a hand on it. Pass to Colson. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Gotta see Sims for three.
Sims, good job.
Another three.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They're fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
And here's Colson. Here we go, all alone. Here's Stevens. Again,
Good job,
Sparks
Stevens.
for two.
Ripping and running, they have a big advantage in transition buckets.
They just seem to have the fresher legs, and they're putting them to good use.
Mitchell outside. Now here's Boston. She's guarded by Stevens. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Colson. Indiana again missing.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than
Good
she
job,
misses
Jackson.
when she gets that much room. You look at what they're doing right now, and it's so easy to tell that they just want to run.
Yeah, and who can blame them? 9 straight points for them on fast breaks.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Colson. Tries to snap the cold streak. He got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for him. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Sparks on top, running away with this one. Hold tight, we've got more basketball action headed your way.
Oh, this was some artistry right here. Great decision on where to go with the ball and a perfect delivery.
And they love to see every possession end this way, Tim. It's true team basketball.
It's just so much fun to watch.
And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Clarendon, that's
Good job, Clarendon.
We're seeing them turn up the tempo now.
Yeah, looking to push the break at every opportunity. 6 straight points in transition.
Here's Colson. Here we go, one-on-one. Now here's Russell. D right on her.
Clarendon.
Okay, coach needs to do something
Good
to get
job.
his team back on defense and put an end to these fast break points, or it's not going to turn out well for these guys.
They're just getting run out of the gym. That is 4. Count them. 4 straight baskets in transition.
Indiana with the ball. Here's Colson. Rebound by the Sparks. Outside McDonald. Clarendon from past the arc. Cans in from downtown.
Nice feed
Good
by
job,
McDonald.
Clarendon.
School 4 first guard. She does have great passing skills, though.
Here's Colson.
Hey, what up, dude? You know?
Colson misses. Fourth quarter now, we're just about a minute and a half in.
Shots good by Cannon.
This is an incredible run they're on. Offense as well as it can be played.
Every single player on their squad with the absolute magic touch, shooting lights out.
Now here's Dantas.
They can't stop the run with that one.
Pass to Burrell.
There's the three.
Good job, Pharrell.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from three-point range.
Yeah, it's been pronounced and definitely a big factor to point to in this game.
Here's Colson. Out to the right wing.
Now here's Turner.
Defense is right there.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but she just didn't have it in her right there.
Here's Russell. That's good. And it's
Good job, Russell.
with the assist.
Usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but that's not the case here.
Yeah, they put this run together on the strength of their mid-range jumpers.
And you know something? It might as well be layups the way they're shooting it.
Now here's
Dantas.
And
It's going to be on Russell.
First team foul. Substitution for disposal. Break.
Now here's Wallace. Guarded by McDonald.
Knocked away.
Out of bounds.
Sparks ball.
Checking in for your Indiana leader, Sophie Cunningham.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth quarter of this one. Russell.
She's guarded by Dantas.
Good job, Russell.
We're seeing the shots dropping very well now.
Yeah, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point. Their coach has to be happy.
Now the Sparks moving it up. Clarendon.
Good job, Clarendon.
A lot of their offense has come in transition, and if you've got the legs for it, that's the way to play.
That's right. Push it up. If there's nothing there, you can always settle into your half-court offense.
Here's Colson.
Dantas outside. Pass to Cunningham.
5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Clarendon grabs the miss.
Now here's McDonald.
To the left side wing.
Cameron Brink for three. That's good, and it's Harry McDonald with the assist.
Good job,
Start
Brink.
of the fourth, Brian. That three-point shot has really been there for them.
Yeah, doing an excellent job, Tim, of finding the open teammate on the perimeter this quarter. The three-pointer is a major weapon for them right now.
And stolen by Cameron Brink.
Here we go, all alone. And she makes that
Good job, Brink.
I love that the instant that steal was made, they were going the other way.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Oh, yeah, I can dig that.
Oh, yeah, and it leads to an easy basket.
Now here's Turner. Pass to Cunningham. Now Dantas. Guarded by Russell. And out of bounds. Sparks will take it.
Quite hang on to it, so they're not in a position now where they're going to be affording to give away possession.
Brink with the ball.
Hamby left side. There she goes again.
Good job, Hamby.
Straight basket. That's a perfect 9 for 9. Now Wilson. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Clarendon.
Good job, Clarendon.
They've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
It has. They've done a good job recognizing anytime they've had numbers and then taking advantage. We've seen it again and again.
A steal by McDonald. Here we go, all alone.
2 points.
Good job, McDonald.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but you keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
And stolen by Clarendon. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. That one.
Good job, Claire.
She's had a lot of bounce in her step this quarter. What a stretch it's been for her.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kicks it out to Hamby from about 19 feet.
Good job, Hamby.
Getting another bucket right there.
Probably the most comfortable range for Hamby with her jumper, this 15 or so foot area. She's very accurate from here.
Got a piece of it. Fast break. Here come the Sparks. Again.
Good job, Hamby.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
And so it's the Sparks taking care of business in this one. And this one was all over 12 before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about. They never got it.
Yeah, I mean, they rolled this one. They made it look simple and efficient performance.
Sorry, Indiana Fever. We have to put sorry we have to beat y'all 127-0. I want to thank my fans for coming through. Hasker, Pro, Kai, Jacqueline K. Dudley, Deidre Lawrence 35. So thank y'all for coming kicking it with your boy. I'll see y'all next Saturday.